afternoon and good evening, everybody. I'm Prabha.
And I am Ashraf, and we are absolutely delighted to be your host for the Global Changemaker Fellowship Global Ceremony 2025.
On behalf of the Connecting Dreams Foundation, we extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests, the incredible graduating fellows of Global Changemaker Fellowship cohort of 2025, the CTF team, and all of our mentors.
So, before we dive deeper into the celebration, let's take a moment to learn about the Connecting Dream Foundation and idea of the Changemakers through this short video.
Nearly 800 million people go to bed hungry each night. 1 in 3, which is 2.6 billion people globally, do not have access to safe drinking water. About 758 million adults around the world have never learned to read or write. More than 2.4 billion people lack access to basic sanitation services.
The world has made spectacular progress across all fields, from education to employment, from technology to health. Despite these developments, a large section of society is unable to earn sufficient money to take care of one meal for their families. They are unable to access quality education, basic health benefits, and clean water. How can we address this problem?
When we asked people, this was their response. 50% said they don't have time for this, or they don't care as it is not affecting them. 40% said it's the responsibility of the government. 10% said they are really concerned and want to bring a change, but they don't know how to move ahead.
Often we think that changing the world is hard, difficult, and probably impossible. We leave the responsibility on someone else to take the ownership and resolve the issue. We are afraid to step up and create change. We need change at all levels, and we need people to lead the change. We call these people change makers. Let's hear from few of our change makers what they are doing to change the world.
Tafsir Oni, Bangladesh. Tafsir is relentlessly trying to bring quality health care in the remotest and rural parts of his country. Students from Sri Ram College of Commerce are working to increase sales of Potter's community through innovative design and digital marketing. Odhiambo Ntone from Kenya is trying to improve the livelihood and economic conditions of hundreds of HIV patients and their families. Lovepreet from Punjab is empowering youth through sports who have been under drug addiction and inspiring them to take sports as a career option. Siddhesh Sakore from Pune, India is working towards making farming profitable for small-scale farmers in tribal regions. All these young individuals are trying to bring in a change in their own ways in their communities. They are trying to change the world. They have one thing in common. They are part of Connecting Dreams Foundation's change-making network. Connecting Dreams Foundation is working towards creating change makers globally who can identify problems in their community and take lead in solving them in a sustainable way. Till now, we have created more than 24,000 change makers across 37 countries who have impacted more than 2.6 million lives. Our mission is to impact 10 million lives by 2025.
We create change makers through a unique systemic process of entrepreneurship. This 3C process of change making, which involves collect dreams, create solutions, and change lives, experientially train people on how to solve problems in a sustainable way for the community and impact lives of the people. We work with people from schools, colleges, corporates and other organizations to create change makers. We believe everyone can become a change maker.
I'm working to save the environment by creating sustainable products out of cigarette butts. I'm a change maker.
I work to uplift women by helping them to set up small businesses. I'm a change maker.
I'm working to provide equal employment opportunities to transgender community. I'm a change maker.
I am working to provide 21st century skills to students in rural India. I am a change maker.
I'm working to provide quality healthcare in rural parts of India. I am a change maker.
Come and join this ever-growing movement of changemakers and contribute towards making this world a better place to live. Let's connect dreams and change lives.
Come, let's create the change.
We are honored today to celebrate the cohort of 2025 who have successfully navigated this challenging but transformative journey. They are outstanding young leaders committed to forging innovative solutions for a brighter tomorrow. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Smita Dagat to help us understand the fellowship and its components a little more.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. And welcome everyone, all the fellows, all the guests of honor present amongst us to the graduation of Global Changemaker Fellowship 4th Cohort 2025. As we gather here today to celebrate the graduation of this cohort, it's really important to recognize the journey these fellows have undertaken in past few months. The Global Changemaker Fellowship was not just a series of sessions during a course of months. It was a structured, purpose-driven pathway designed to help early-stage changemakers move from vision to sustained action within their social impact journey. And at the heart of this journey was our guiding framework, the 5C model of change making, which we start from the first stage, which is clarify, where our fellows begin by sharpening their mission, reframing their goals, and analyze a little better to understand their change maker identity. After that, within the second stage, which is collect, they went beyond assumptions, heard a little bit more, and once again engaged with their communities to gather real insights, aspirations, and more lived experiences. Within the third stage, which is create, with this understanding, they co-developed sustainable growth plans rooted in empathy, data, and design thinking. In the next stage, which is change, this was a space to experiment, test ideas, and pivot based on what was learned within their respective and specific field. And the last and the foremost important stage, crystallize, where finally fellows focused on strengthening their operations, storytelling, and long-term strategy to sustain and scale their social impact. This 5C model was brought to life through a carefully designed program structure over the course of months with deep engagement spread across key learning components. There was part of, in the program structure, there were weekly live sessions that were built the conceptual and strategic foundation for each stage of the journey by these fellows. We arranged master classes and workshops where expert sessions covering essential skills from proposal writing, listening to the end user a little bit more deeply, branding, and to impact measurement and digital presence of their respective social impact organization. There were personalized one-to-one calls, mentoring calls, group mentoring, which ensured guidance which were relevant to each fellow stage and context. I would like to thank once again all the fellows for showing up throughout all these months with openness and for engaging fully, for challenging assumptions, and for bringing your local contexts, stories, and experiences into the space of Global Changemaker Fellowship. Today, we all don't just mark the end of this program, we are celebrating a cohort of leaders who are equipped, empowered, and connected, and ready to lead with intention wherever they go. As you move ahead through the fellowship, remember that change making is not a fixed identity. It's a continuous practice. It's a way of life and a practice to reflection and action. Thank you so much. Now I request Ashraf to take us ahead in this ceremony.
Thank you, Medha. Thank you so much for making the fellowship journey and its component familiar to us. Now, before we move to the next segment of our graduation, let us welcome our guest of honor, Professor Sapna Narula, who is a distinguished leader in sustainability and agribusiness and currently serving as a director at CSS NIAM under Indian's Ministry of Agriculture and as associate professor in policy students at Teddy University. She has pioneered programs and research in sustainability business strategy, CSR, climate resilient agriculture, and ICT for rural development. Her work spans in policy development, impact assessment, and capacity building, making her a respected voice of purpose-driven change. We wanted to have you with us, ma'am, and we love to hear from you about your thoughts.
Thank you, Ashraf. Uh, Good evening to all of you, and I am extremely delighted to have come here for the graduation ceremony of Global Changemakers. I would also like to thank Dr. Amit Tuteja, Medha, and other members of Connecting Dreams family for having invited me. And on this day, I can only say a few inspiring words to you. In fact, I have noted what all good work you are doing. Some of these are so, micro level work that, we researchers and academicians also even don't think about it. I noted that as somebody is working on climate change and mental health, which is becoming a very big issue, we hardly forget, climate change not only directly but indirectly, impacts the mental health of millions of people across. It talks about, the issues that we have after the disasters, and the frequency of disasters are really increasing. People who lose their wealth, and people who lose everything, in one go, they suffer mentally. And also, the temperature rise and temperature fluctuations, they also have an impact on the mental health. Then I noted that some of you are working on the wash program, especially in Ethiopia. And one person is working on nature based solutions that enhances carbon sequestration and support biodiversity. And there are other things like psychosocial services, and water conservation, skilling African females, and one is working on hearing impairment. I also noted somebody is working on educating disabled people for climate awareness. So these are very micro level gaps that we have in the system, and they have addressed it. So I would like to congratulate all of you for having chosen these initiatives in your respective countries, which encompass Africa and other things. Now, Meda has already talked about the 5C model, where we clarify our vision and mission and collect, create, change, and crystallize. And you would have learned a lot of things, during these activities and during this 3C model. Now, it's very easy to start a, change making initiative, or even, any societal initiative that we start, but it is always having, challenges. um, we have challenges which are in the forms of finances. We do not have money, but we have goodwill. We want to do good things for the society, but sometimes, we do not have money. Second challenge may come across, which is that of, you don't have right kind of people. So your mindset may be very different from those who joined you. So that is also, one of the challenge that you may face during these initiatives. And third is that, many times you find that, there are bureaucratic hurdles, paperwork, documentation, that, and you are so young that, sometimes you may lose track of the things. And then, it's very important to be motivated throughout the process. So in spite of these challenges, I'm sure Connecting Dreams Foundation have instilled in you a great motivation, inspiration. The founder himself is he's a story of persistence and insistence. In spite of many challenges, Dr. Amit Tuteja has gone ahead and started this initiative, and he has been successfully running and training many people across universities in India, across different countries. So one should not deter by all these things. See, I am hearing some news that sustainable development goals are facing challenges and these are not getting through. So this is reality that people are talking about, but that should not deter us from moving forward. Whether millennium development goals are there or SDGs are there or not there, we have to work for the society. We can make change in the lives of the people around us. And I never bother about whether what is the success rate of SDGs, because we are living in a very diversified world. And in this diversified world, different areas have got different challenges. Africa is facing different challenges. There are different locations, regions, they have different kind of challenges. So whatever work that you have started on the basis of your own assessment. So after having assessed these gaps you have initiated, and now that you have this training, I am fully sure that you will go out to the field and make connections. And obviously this collective also has helped you in making right kind of connections across the world. You may also need technical advice. So I'm sure Dr. Tuteja has arranged technical experts for you during the part of the training. So you have to keep yourself motivated and inspired. Let's also not go by the data. Let's change the world around us. And if we are able to do a minuscule of impact across our region, across our locality, I think we are successful. And if you want to, money will flow once you are successful. You do pilot experiments, and you may not have money for the pilot experiments, but when you move forward, money will flow to you. Believe me, I have already, experimented this. People will come across to you if you are fully motivated and inspired. So, with these words, I wish you all the best, and I will be available for any help that you may need during your course of work. I wish you all the best. I also congratulate Dr. Amit Tuteja and the entire team of Connecting Dreams Foundation for having this cohort and training these young minds. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now we'll move on to welcome Ayush Kedia, Associate Director at Om Foundation India and a mentor to this year's cohort. He played a key role in guiding our fellows during the user research phase of this fellowship. Ayush, we request you to share a few words with our fellows.
Thank you, Medha. Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you for inviting me for this graduation ceremony of Global Changemaker Fellowship. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the fellows who are part of this graduating cohort of GCF. I see a lot of familiar faces from the sessions I had taken earlier. Jogu, Purity, Jamila, Humayun, Mukos. Sorry if I've not covered anyone's name, but yeah, very, very glad to see you again. See you persist through the sessions that have happened all along for the last couple of months. I would also like to congratulate the CDF team, including Dr. Amit, Medha, for being so persistent across these last couple of months and hosting GCF Fellowship year on year as a very successful program for change makers across the globe. I'm glad and grateful really to be part of this fellowship and to contribute in whatever capacity I could. Hopefully, it was helpful as you now take on these challenging problem statements that all of you are working on. Uh, all I can say, as I think this GCF fellowship comes to a conclusion, is that this program has probably given you a lot of inputs as you work on these challenging, interesting, complex problem statements. I would just like to leave you with a couple of inputs or takeaways, some of which actually Sapna ma'am has already covered in her uh, inputs as she shared last. So, three things I'd like to share. Number one is, as you work on your problem statements, just keep your why and your beneficiary at the center of everything you do. Everything else, I think, falls in place as long as you keep your beneficiary and your why at the center. Second is you will have to be persistent. In my career, in my experience also, all these very complex problems take a lot of time to really mature and get solved. So, and what will click, you may not know at the beginning. So it's important to persist through the journey and keep kind of moving around to figure out what's the next best step that you can take to move forward towards your goal or your mission that you'd set out with. And the last point is probably something that fewer people will say, but I'd like to still share that, is that you have to be honest and authentic in all your actions and leave the rest to God. Leave your impact and whatever outcomes to God, and it'll actually end up happening if it's meant to. So just be honest and authentic with whatever inputs you can give to all the problem statements that you're working on. With this, I'd like to end my short note and congratulate again everyone, all the fellows and the GCF team for being so persistent with all the sessions and the detailed program that has happened and spanned over the last couple of months. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayush, sir, for share your thoughts about the Global Chessmaker Fellowships and whatever you have wishes for our fellows. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you. Thank you.
Over the last 6 months, this cohort went through a deeply reflective and action oriented journey. Their individual initiatives rooted in community challenges grew into a collective movement of purpose driven change making. Let's take a look at this video where our fellows share about their work and some of their experiences in the fellowship. Can we have the video, please?
We upcycle bit-sized fabric pieces into one-of-a-kind designs by employing women artisans, and we are aiming to create sustainable accessories made of these products, which are biodegradable as well. I'm really extremely lucky to be here because the insights and the support system that I've had here is amazing. I would extremely encourage everyone to join the Global Changemakers Fellowship.
At Hope International Development Agency, we do one of the critical challenges in our community. That's the provision of access to clean and safe water to the rural community in most parts of the southern areas of Ethiopia. One of the critical challenges emanate from funding in the global resource challenge. I'm very glad to be part of the Global Changemakers Fellowship. It is one of the life-changing experiences I had so far.
Pages, an edtech platform dedicated to foundational learning, literacy, numeracy, and sustainability education for children across Nigeria and Africa. Being part of the Global Changemaker Fellowship has been one of the most transformative experiences of my life, right, in my professional and personal journey. Through this program, I didn't just gain new knowledge, I also gained perspective, community, and clarity. At EcoPages, our mission has always been rooted in impact, right? But this fellowship has helped sharpen my purpose.
My organization basically works for breast cancer patients in Bangladesh and the low resource countries. There are a lot of breast cancer patients and they are suffering from different problems like treatment inaccessibility, guidance problems. My journey with GCA is fabulous. I have learned a lot of problem solution, how to make it to market or soft launch. They all are here taught to the sessions and different consultancy calls. The last wish for GCA fellows, you will join us in future, and best of luck for all.
I hope we all loved listening to our fellows. We are delighted to welcome Nidhi S. Mittal, the founder of Niblo, a multidisciplinary studio that blends strategy, design, technology, and innovation to build impactful brand experiences. With senior leadership roles across JioSavan, Tata Advanced Systems, and Blue Vector, she is a stalwart in India for brand strategy and digital marketing. She served as a guest coach for our fellowship, delivering an exclusive branding and social media masterclass that helped fellows position their initiatives with clarity and confidence. We are honored to have you with us, ma'am, today. Please share your reflections with the graduating cohort.
Thanks, Prabha. I would say I'm just a marketer, not everything else that you said. So thank you so much. And thanks, Medha, for inviting me for this. Thanks, Amit. I'm like deeply honored, to be honest, guys, because in my other side of the world in the life, we are almost every time part of that marketing rat race or, trying to be very capitalist in our lives. So I think when we get a chance to interact with people like yourself, and I've conducted a small session with you guys as well. I hope few of you might remember me. So it's a very different world, and it's really highly motivating for an individual like me as well. Like I said, so I think just to give you a few passing away notes. Firstly, a huge congratulations to all of you for sticking around for this entire program. It's not easy as it looks, right? I mean, everybody right now in the world is trying to make a name for themselves, earn more and more money, settle themselves, while you guys are chasing something which will have a larger impact. So hats off to you guys for sticking around for so long and completing the entire program and graduating today. So all the very best for it. In terms of marketing, which is my, I would say, primary forte or field, I would just say that it's very easy to kind of get carried away with this entire mammoth of marketing that we keep hearing and we keep consuming. I'm sure all of us are, as an individual also, we are big consumers of all these entire platforms and social media and everything, right? So it gets very easy to get kind of carried away and then get lost in that space, right? Which is this entire mammoth marketing world. But in fact, I know Ayush, and it was nice to see him here today. And one of the words that he said was authenticity. So I think something, the kind of initiatives that you guys are driving, if you just keep authenticity in your content and as part of your entire marketing, if that's the DNA that you keep, like very intact, everything else will fall in place, right? So that's something that you should just focus on, that because that is what is lacking largely when we try to do marketing for any kind of a brand that we're looking at, whether it's commercial brand, whether it's a social cause or it's a government initiative. I think what people lack is authenticity. And as a consumer, that's what we aspire to see, that if, I'm looking at an initiative, can I trust it? Right? Forget about somebody contributing to you in terms of any kind of financial support, but even to come out and stand with you while you're doing that, it requires a lot of, shake inside you. So until unless they really trust you through the content that you're putting across, it's very difficult to make that movement in people's day-to-day life, right? So keep that authenticity running, and also please don't shy away from it. What I've seen, a lot of organizations feel that we are doing good work. It has to be spoken, self-spoken, right? Why do we need to kind of, let's say, blow the trumpet around it? Why do we need to tell the world? But it's important to tell, guys. I mean, everybody is so busy in their own life at the moment. Everybody's chasing their own dreams and so many stuff. Give them a benefit of doubt. Don't just assume that then they don't want to really contribute. They don't want to participate in help. Probably they do not have the right direction to do it. And until unless you put your thing out, you let them know that what you are doing, how do we expect people to support us? So I think please do not shy away from utilizing marketing as a very strong function in whatever initiatives you are doing. Please consider it like a very commercialized function, that, okay, this is a function which is as important as any other function for me. If I'm on the ground making an impact, I need to go back and make an announcement around it, right? So that the world knows that I made this change. So I think that's very important. So do not shy away. Just keep authenticity as your DNA. And the last thing I would say is marketing has become a very evolving function. So just keep two things in your mind, that stay very rooted when it comes to the basics of marketing. the basics of marketing will never change, right? There is a message, there is a consumer, and you need to just deliver that message to somebody. But with time, the platforms might keep evolving, the content might keep changing, AI might come across, a lot of things might happen. So stay very rooted to the marketing, like the basics of that function, but also be very progressive in nature. If you are very resistant towards, being very adaptable and adoptable to this as a stream, that no, I only prefer to do this, then there's no point of fighting, this entire giant like, Meta and, Google and all. So don't do that. Don't try to, I mean, choose your battles very wisely, right? Why would you want to go ahead and fight a battle which there is someone else much powerful running around it? So be very, be very, very progressive and just continue to adapt and evolve the way the world is moving in terms of marketing. So don't shy away from using AI. Don't shy away from using social media. Don't shy away from running ads and all, because that is the necessity of the life, right? In terms of this. So I think these will be just my few parting, important notes to you guys, and wish you all the very best. I'm also available anytime you guys need. Medha can give you my LinkedIn ID as well and all. If at any given point of time I could be of any help, even just a small conversation for you to tell me about the initiative you're doing, and if you need any kind of, just somebody to even run through the anything, just feel free to drop me a message. So all the very best, guys. Have a fantastic weekend and start ruling the world from Monday. Thank you, Medha.
Thank you so much, Nidhi, for your kind words.
It's the time when we will start our graduation ceremony. So before we start our graduation ceremony, I want to congratulate everyone for passing this GCF program successfully. So let's start our graduation ceremony for today. Okay. So at first, I want to congratulate Adisha Pradhani from India, who is working with his initiative that the CARES GLE, which is majorly address the mental health issues and climate change, where they also aims and triggers focus of the mental health issue and the climate change and social events for the global issues, humanitarian crisis, and majorly contribute to the health issues. So I want to congratulations on successfully complete the GCF program and receiving a certificate. Also, I want to request Adisha, if you want to share your feelings and your thoughts, you can share.
Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, trust me, this
Yes,
is
you
not
are.
my real trust me, this is not my real voice. I'm just a bit under weather, but I really sound cute. Other than that, honestly, when I came to this journey, I was this underconfident but over enthusiastic student undergrad who wanted to like hustle and do everything all at once. And once I was here, and I've had some very amazing interactions with Amit, Medha, Anupam, and all the mentors that just came up and they just made you feel like you can literally ask them everything and anything. And that sort of gave me the confidence I needed to slow down because sometimes we often think that it's not okay to slow down, and we just run without having the clarity. So it gave me really a lot of clarity that I needed, because being an undergrad, being someone who is working for mental health, climate change, I was venturing into another SDG of responsible consumption and production. So it was a whole change that I was going, but not it wasn't suiting a lot of my schedules and everything. So it was a lot of clarity that I needed to go ahead with what I was doing. And this fellowship has literally done that for me. I have felt home here, and I have felt always free to reach out to everyone. So that is my biggest takeaway from this fellowship. And yeah, I won't take much time. Congratulations to everyone, all my fellow fellows who are graduating today. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adisha. So now we are moving ahead to our next fellows. So our next fellow is Eoki Jangyu Kashan from Ethiopia, who is working his initiative was one empowerment and environmental sustainability actions. I want to congratulate you on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate. So, LP, if you want to share your thoughts, please.
Hello everyone. I hope I am audible, and I think it is a very exciting moment for me, and I think for all my fellow members of the Global Changemakers Fellowship Program participants and the organizers. I mean the Connecting Dreams Foundation. So it has been a great moment to be here, to learn, to share different types of experiences from fellow members, and to take some best practices from our friends and the Connecting Dreams Foundation, our mentors, and all the program supporters who have been on our side during the fellowship program. Today, I'm not just standing as a graduate, but as a change maker who has been ready to change some of the greatest problems of the globe and some of the challenges that we have been experiencing in Ethiopia. So this has been more than a learning journey. It has been an experience sharing. It has been a networking. It has been a partnership platform for all of us. And I would like to extend my appreciation for all of you guys, Dr. Amit Tuteja, Ashraf, Meda, Namrata, Anupam, and all our mentors who have given us the chance to learn and to share. I have been together with those passionate individuals, and we have been like through those challenging moments together, and I'm very glad to be part of this change making process and all the good things that has I have received and all that I have gone through this fellowship program, and thank you very much.
Thank you, LP, for sharing your thoughts. So now we're moving ahead to our next fellows. So our next fellow is Zipaten from Nigeria. His initiative name is Eco Pages, which is innovations with sustainable future with the children, what occupied children's and green practices and foundation leadership. So congratulations on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate, Zipaten. Please, if you want to share your thoughts, you can share.
Okay, I don't know, can you hear me? Can everybody see me?
Yes, you are audible and you are visual.
So, hello everybody. My name is Iplaten and I'm the CEO of Eco Pages, right? It's a very great honor, right, to be here today. Being part of the Global Changemakers Fellowship has been a life-changing experience for me and also my team. Over the last year, we have learned and we've continued learning how to build real sustainable solutions to problems, right, in my community. I've also learned how to lead with empathy, and I think that was a big part of this fellowship. I've learned how to work in a team as well, right? And I've also learned how to turn ideas into action. This journey has taught me that change starts small, right? But with the right mindset and support, it can grow into something powerful, right? I want to thank all the mentors, or our mentors, the whole Global Changemaker team, Connecting Dreams Foundation team, and also my fellow change makers as well. The support and the energy has made all the difference. All the difference. This is not the end. I hope so. It's just the beginning. Let's keep dreaming. Let's keep building, and let's keep creating change together. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zipa. Thank you, for sharing your thoughts. So our next fellow is Famida Sultana Nazmi from Bangladesh. and her initiative name is Pink Lifeline. Pink Lifeline's innovations a world where early detection and personalized care significantly reduce the breast cancer mortality. To contribute his missions and organizers provide the accessible self-testing options. So, congratulations on successfully completing the GCA program and receiving the certificate. Famida, you are audible. If you want to share your thoughts, you can share.
Hello everyone, I am Mr. Fahmida Sultana Nazmin. I am founder of Pink Lifeline. Pink Lifeline basically works for breast cancer patients in Bangladesh. Actually, I am also an undergraduate student of an engineering university, and uh, to work in a startup, being a student is really complex thing. So throughout the journey, Global Changemaker Fellowship program helps me in a lot, especially Medha and Amit sir, those who gave me very much important suggestions for building it, how I can connect with different networking groups, or also I will prove myself as unique, how I have to compete with or know about my competitors and those things. So the suggestions, the mentorship I have got from this was really fabulous and very effective for me. And thank you very much for organizing such a fellowship cohort program, which will help us in different ways, boosting our confidence and so on. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Famida, for sharing your thoughts. So now moving ahead, our next fellow is Nandini Tanya Nelmon from Mauritius. Her organization name is Reform 53. So Reform 53 campaign calls for the immediate actions to protect the rights of LGBTQA individuals by advocating the policy changes and campaigns to address the urgent needs of this community. So I want to congratulate Nandini for successfully completing the GCA program and receiving the certificate. So the first phase of this graduation ceremony 7. Now we are moving into the next second segment of our fellowship. So now I'm moving this to Prabha. Please, Prabha.
Uh, Thank you so much, Ashraf. So, before we start with the next segment, I would like to invite Mr. Mahesh Londe, an alumni of the Global Changemakers Fellowship. He is an agri-tech innovator and social entrepreneur from Maharashtra, India, celebrated for championing nutritional security through millet cultivation as the founder and CEO of Agrozine Organics Private Limited. Mahesh has developed a model that empowers marginalized farmers, promotes climate resilient agriculture, and supports rural livelihoods. Today, we are honored to welcome you, Mahesh, back here and share your journey, insights, and next steps with our graduating cohort. Over to you, Mahesh.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me. Yeah, I am Mahesh Londe, and I am last 5 years I am working on the uh, millets, and I think this fellowship. I am an alumna of SEED Global Changemaker Fellows, and that time I have only idea, and that idea I convert into reality, and that Global Changemaker Fellowship helped me lot of for that one, right from the mentors and right from the Amit sir for the networking, and I started with serving the 300 children, and currently we are serving the 2,65,000 children in the India, and we have developed so a lot of products about the millets, and we are tackling the both the challenges right now we are facing, which is climate change and malnutrition through the our product. And also we have received the last year we have received for this our idea, we received the president award, and last week we have received the some we are the winner for the international first agri hackathon. We develop one technology which enhance the shelf life of the millets. So thank you very much for the Connecting Dreams Foundation and Amit sir and my mentor and everyone for to convert my idea into reality. And I think if anyone want to help from my sides, if they, because many I saw many fellows are from the Africas, they have a good amount of the millets, and they are the favorable condition for the millets, and they both the challenges they are facing like the malnutrition and climate change. So in if anybody from the Nigeria and Kenya, they are different countries, they if they want the help for the tackle both the challenges, I am ready to help of them, and also I am ready to transfer my technology to them without any charges. So we can help out for that one. Also we will help for the product development, and how we can gather the funding for this nutrition sensitive value chain also. So we have a network in the all over world, and also we are working with the one NGO which is a Washington DC based, and they are also working in the Africa, and we are also working in the India with them. If they want their network, I will ready to connect with them also, and I am ready to help out. Not only me and my team, because we are the 25 peoples, and 6 people are we are in the core team, and the many our co-founder are from the different background, from the food background, some are from the marketing background, some are the from the different in nutrition backgrounds also. If you want any help from our side, you can connect with me on the LinkedIn also. Yeah, either I will put my WhatsApp number in the chat box. You can connect with me, those who are working in this climate change and malnutrition. I'm ready to help for them. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much for the inviting me here, and thank you very much Amit sir for the networking and to convert my idea into reality. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. So now moving ahead with the next segment of our graduation ceremony, let's get to know some of the other fellows, their work and their experiences through another video.
In Zimbabwe, whose aim is to empower persons with disabilities. And as a Global Changemaker Fellow, I'm dedicated to promoting digital skills and promote inclusivity of persons with disabilities. Right. The solution that we are trying to solve is the digital divide that hinders persons with disabilities from accessing vital information in economic, social, and other activities to make them fully participate and make them vital tools. So far, we have trained about 150 persons with disabilities, equipping them with digital skills.
Solo Teach, which is an online initiative that empowers Afghan girls by providing them with online English and professional skills education, especially in the current time when the education is not accessible and is banned by the de facto government in Afghanistan, especially for girls and women. This fellowship has been a major turning point in my journey because it connected me with mentors, gave me a global platform, and reinforced the belief that youth-led action matters. It helped me shift Solo Teach from an idea into a movement that is changing lives.
Climate finance often lacks transparency and long-term impact. We're addressing that by integrating biodiversity, social equity, and carbon removal in one unified framework. We also support SMEs and individuals through accessible climate tools. The Global Changemaker Fellowship really helped me connect with like-minded changemakers from across the globe. That was fantastic. It also gave me access to mentorship and a global support system. And at the end of the day, it helped me refine my strategic focus and open new doors for collaboration. I finally understood how to run a startup from the beginning.
Urban Guard AI, we are solving the problem of unplanned cities, like urban growth and environmental degradation. Nowadays, cities are growing so fast, but are not in sustainable and smart way. So we use AI and smart technologies to monitor urban space and track environmental issues and suggest solutions that help to build greener, safer, and more organized cities. This fellowship helped me a lot. And it has been a biggest support. It gives us a chance to connect with global leaders and share our mission, vision, and other things. We learn from our experts.
Now we are going for our next phase for congratulating the graduation ceremony. So right now we want to congratulate Gibraltar Chansta from Zimbabwe, who is working with Disability Inclusive Disaster Risk Reductions and Awareness DIDRA. So I want to congratulations on successfully completing the GSA program and receiving your certificate. So our next fellow is Humayun Khan from USA, who's working with Solartech. Solartech address the educational and professional skill gap among the Afghan girls by providing the online English courses and professional development seminars. So this technology, they offer excellent and high quality education, empowering girls to overcome their barriers to pursue higher education academy. So I want to congratulate on successfully completing the GSET program and receiving a certificate, Humayun Khan. So, Humayun Khan, if you want to share your thoughts regarding the successfully completing the GCA program and receiving a certificate, you can share with us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Ashraf, for the. First of all, I'm really sorry about the inconvenience. I had another interview, and today was the last day, so I had to join it. And then, yeah, of course, the journey with the collective Connecting Dreams Foundation as a Global Changemaker Fellow has been phenomenal, and it was full of learning. And I really enjoyed the journey, but unfortunately, in between, because of some obligations, I could not join, and I had to miss a few sessions. But then later on, I would follow up, and all the lectures, especially in terms of leadership and also in terms of research, they were really helpful. And honestly, I have to tell you, many of the presentations about research and data collection, they really helped me with my master's degree as well. So I'm really thankful for that. And also during the first consulting call with the team, I learned about how to transfer and convey the responsibilities to my team, and that didn't have to do all the things myself, because for my initiative everything was done by me. And after the first consulting call, I realized that I had to convey the responsibilities and focus. Like for myself, I had to focus on something else which were really important. And also I had my team engaged with all the things. So overall, this program has been very excellent, phenomenal, and insightful for me personally. And I'm really looking forward to staying in touch. And if there is anything that I can contribute back to this fellowship team and this organization, I'll be really happy. And I'll be most I'll welcome anything that I can be of help. So thank you very much again.
So our next fellow is Oliver Ritchie from Egypt, who is working with Balance Eco Limited. So Balance Eco Limited is develop and implementation scalable natural-based solution to enhance the carbon sequestrations and support biodiversity. So I want to congratulations Oliver for successfully completing the GCA program and receiving your certificate.
If you can share your thoughts, yeah.
Yes. I've just logged on. It's such a privilege having done the Global Changemaker Fellowship. It feels like quite a while ago since we've started this journey. I've really enjoyed the interactive sessions and meeting fellows from really around the globe, and I feel like it's challenged my ways of thinking, and I look forward to staying connected. I feel like this is just the beginning of a chapter with a new community that I've joined with, full of very inspiring people. So I'm very grateful to be here today.
Thank you, Oliver, for sharing your thoughts. Next fellow is Rifat Akhtar from Bangladesh, whose initiative is Greenhouse Living. So Greenhouse Living addresses the critical environment challenges of sustainability, housing practices, that contribute significantly to climate change and resource depletion. So I want to congratulations on successfully completing the SAVE program and receiving your certificate, Rifat Akhtar. Our next fellow is Obo Glory from Nigeria, who is working with his organization Girls Connect. So Girls Connect is basically the initiative to empower the girls by providing them with access to education, mentorship, and resources, and fostering gender equality and promoting sustainability practices. I want to congratulate Obo Glory on successfully completing the GCA program and receiving your certificates. So I want to I invite you to share your thoughts, Obo, if you want to share it.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am most grateful for first the pick. When I saw the confirmation email that I've been picked as one of the successful candidates for this Global Change Maker Fellowship, I was actually very happy. Then the journey, it's been a wonderful one. To all the mentors, it's like others said, let this not stop. We're very grateful. I'm very grateful for bringing me into this community. First, the change started with me. The change I had about my Girls Connect, the mentoring, like telling you at every point in time, this is what you're supposed to do so you can get it better. It's been amazing. It's been wonderful. And then the support and for the feedbacks, they are wonderful. Whatever you are doing, one is doing, I'm doing, I always get this feedback. You can do it better if you handle it this way. It's been a wonderful journey for me, and I'm so, so grateful. I've actually had a change of the idea I have is better than when I first conceived it. So to all the mentors, to everyone, to the team, I'm very delighted to be part of this global change, and thank you for having me. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Obo.
Thank you so much, Ashraf. So we have yet another guest of honor who was kind enough to share a video message with us since he could not make it to the meeting. This is Mr. Yashveer Singh. He's co-founder of Ashoka Young Changemakers and executive director of it as well. And he has sent us a video message for all the graduating fellows. So can we have the video, please, Ashraf?
Thank you, everyone. Special thanks to Connecting Dreams Foundation team for inviting me to be extending my wishes and regards to each of you who have completed Global Changemaker Fellowship. I know how special these last 6 months have been for all of you, where you have not just challenged some of the thought process or some of the ideas you were building, but you have also developed a scale up strategy and how you want to take your organizations and your initiatives forward. I was very excited to know that the cohort of 20 of you is represented from 15 different nationalities, 15 different countries, which is, I think, one of the most diverse communities or fellowships I have come across in recent times. And I'm sure because of this diversity, all of you have learned from each other. All of you have learned from the experts in the network of CDF. CDF is a very special organization, and their journey started with creating a lot of impact on youth in rural areas in India, and then also throughout university networks in India. Now, all those learnings, along with the learnings from each one of you, I hope you all are building a community which can take on the larger challenge of how do we create more problem solvers in the world. And only when we have the solutions outrun the problems, we will have a world which is more peaceful, more harmonious, and more equitable. So my best wishes to each one of you in your journey. I know you all will be doing something very special in the next coming years. I would love to follow all of your work, and huge congratulations to each one of you on what you are doing. And my very best in the next few years of your change making journey. Thank you very much. And I look forward to keep in touch through Connecting Dreams Foundation and being in touch with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yashvi sir. I wish he was here with us, but I will pass on everybody's thank you to him. Now let's move ahead and in which the fellows are sharing about their journey and their experiences. Let's go ahead with that, Ashraf.
Foundation, where we aim at reducing on poverty levels and increasing on employability of persons with hearing impairment. We recruit and medically train them to become certified midwives and nurses, where they are deployed and employed in hospitals and clinics. They deliver medical services to pregnant mothers who always die while giving birth. One of the challenges we have faced is inadequate finances to scale our services to other places across the country. Through the Global Changemakers Fellowship, we have learned a lot of lessons whereby we can position now to lobby and see that we can get more finances to support us.
We ensure that youth and women are active participants in digital age. At Tech for Inclusion Africa, we address the significant digital divide that affects marginalized communities. Our flagship initiative, Tech for All, focuses on equipping youth and women with essential digital skills to enhance employability, foster innovation, and drive economic growth. One of our primary challenges we face is lack of accessible digital resources and training for these groups. The Global Changemaker Fellowship has been instrumental in our journey. It has provided us with a platform to connect with like-minded individuals and share best practices and amplify our impact.
The Global Changemakers Fellowship has really helped me in further strengthening of my initiative through the learnings gained from the the Changemaker Fellowship program, especially with especially related to the use of AI technology and how to create branding of your organization has proved very useful for me. We are definitely able to develop confidence and trust among the community. So this was the major challenge, and I am very thankful to the Global Changemaker Fellowship that they have helped me in strengthening and developing my initiative, and the learnings from this fellowship program will stay is very precious and will stay with me for a long time, and will definitely help me in further progressing my initiative.
Uh, it was nice to see our fellows voicing their thoughts. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Shailendra Trivedi, who is the former Director of Climate Change and Circular Economy team at GIZ India. Sir, over to you. Please share your thoughts and insights with it.
Thank you, Prabha. And hello to all the change makers. Congratulations. And also a big congratulations to the makers of Changemakers Fellowship Program, Dr. Amit and his team. This is, I think, the third year when I've joined. This very interesting, insightful, and it has always been very refreshing and inspiring, to hear you, great change maker. And I requested Amit to bring me at the end because I was sincerely looking forward to listen your stories and your journey towards your change objective. Uh, of course, I join all the other guest of honors to congratulate you. I'm sure you must have experienced the whole complexity and fun of change. I've been kind of trying to practice uh, change making. I've been doing this whole uh, impact monitoring uh, model for different sectors for last 25 years. And believe me, at least one thing I'm absolutely clear that even formulating a change objective is not an easy thing. And you guys have actually, because I read through your brief bio and the change ideas, it's really inspiring. A very clear formulation of change objective is a big milestone to figure out how to design and steer the change process. What I would like to maybe share my experience and maybe my insight that about the importance of understanding the change process. It's not easy, and I think this has been indirectly or subtly uh, touched upon by a couple of speakers now, that to make your change initiative sustainable and scalable, it's extremely critical to understand the change process. And that's where the whole theory of change, and we can call it whatever term we want to use it, but the concept and theory of understanding the change comes in. And I know while most of you are overly passionate and committed to undertake action, but I'll urge you to also spare some time to reflect on the change process. Because in most of the narratives, I have heard the word I, and it's important that you have initiated. So the word I keeps coming. I started this, I have done this, I'm trying to do this. But I'm sure what you meant that when you initiated it, there were a lot of other actors who were part of that change process, change making process, and their role, their contributions, the challenges from these different actors actually uh, challenges us also to reflect on our own strategy and approach to change making. So that's one thing I have learned, that we, at least in the development sector, uh, either are not inclined, or maybe else, if I may use the term, we are a bit skeptical or afraid of understanding the change making process because it's extremely complex. Uh, and a couple of speakers also kind of highlighted the importance of uh, having patience and perseverance, while pursuing the change objective. And when you understand the change process from a theoretical or conceptual perspective, uh, I mean, besides the core process, your core idea, you will come across a lot of processes which are supportive, external beyond our sphere of control and regulation, but they are extremely important either to support the change initiative which we are taking or jeopardize it or block it. So it's important to also understand those support change processes and how they can influence our own aspiration on objective. And similarly, I mean, you will figure out, I mean, people spoke about need for mobilizing resources, technical knowledge. Maybe there are a lot of other decisions you as a change maker will have to take, and what we in theoretical jargon sometimes call the steering process. To steer the whole change, there are a lot of decisions have to be made, and I think that's what excited me most when I think many of you have mentioned the contribution made by this fellowship program to strengthen your ability to take decisions. Whether it's right and wrong, that's not an issue, but at least ability to take decision at right point is important. And that's extremely critical to understand that how decisions without beyond our control can also influence our own agenda, whether we call it at the policy level or system level or society level. So to understand those changes are equally critical. uh, my motivation normally is to learn from you, get inspiration from your stories, and thank you very much for giving me that gift. And thank you, CDF, for inviting me. It's always a privilege and honor to be part of these young enthusiastic change maker. I would also offer, I mean, my support via CDF. If you are keen to unpack your change agenda into a proper, robust theoretical framework and then reflect it with the pragmatic initiative which you guys are taking. So wish you all the best. Congratulations and take care. Thank you. Over to you, Prabha.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice to hear from you, and I'm pretty sure all the fellows loved it as well.
Now we're moving ahead to our third segment of certificate distribution. So for this, I want to congratulate Darling Clark Oak from Nigeria for his organization Femin Avenue. So Femin Avenue is basically breaking the decades-long taboo surrounding the menstruations, advocating for accessible and affordable sanitary products for all within the menstruating age, sanitizing medical professionals about the period difficulties, and fighting period poverty by providing sanitary products for those who unreserved communities. So, congratulations, darling, on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate.
Okay, so sorry, I'm a bit snappy today. I can barely breathe, but this fellowship has been more than just a program for me. It has been a journey of growth, clarity, and powerful connections. It gave me the space to refine my mission, the courage to scale it as well. So, as the founder of Fem Avenue, I work to end pure poverty, promote menstrual education from childhood to menopause, and create a world where no girl is held back for whatever reason or just for her circle. So through the Global Changemakers Fellowship, I gained the tools and global perspective to take the vision further. You know, building a menstrual health app, expanding our impact. We literally just padded another set of 400 girls and women 2 weeks ago. So I'm grateful for the clarity and direction that I've gotten from the program. So to every change maker here, thank you for your inspiration, for the work you're doing, your time that you're dedicating. Thank you for doing the humanity stuff that others are not willing to do. And to the team behind this program, Thank you for believing in our voices and believing in what we are trying to do, investing in our future. I am grateful that I'm graduating today. Thank you so much.
Our next fellow is Purity from Nigeria, uh, and her organization is Web3 Ladies. So Web3 is basically bringing the gender gap as a talented development and project lead hub focused on building high-skill African female technical talents and professionals in EdTech space. I want to congratulate Purity on successfully completing the GCA program and receiving your certificate. So Purity, if you want to share your thoughts, you can share, please.
Okay, hi everyone. Fabulous evening from this end. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. I want to say a very big thank you first to the mentors and the external tutors we had for the whole period of the program. You know, I know it could have not been easy. Handling people is a lot, especially like when it has to do with like online trainings. I am just extremely grateful for the knowledge. The program helped our organization gain more clarity. There are lots of things that has been shifting for us within in terms of the programs we offer and our sub initiatives, and even restructuring our core team members. One of the key takeaways for me was the one-on-one calls we had with Dr. Amit. That went a long way for me. If nothing else, from the whole program, that went a long way for us to help us gain more clarity and like restructure how we build going forward. So I'm genuinely very grateful. It's been a long time coming. It's been months since last year, and I'm grateful that I was able to commit and see it to the end. And yeah, it was also great connecting to every other participant and global change maker. Let's just keep at what we're doing. You may not necessarily get the applause right now, but over a long period of time, these things build up to compound more effect. So let's just keep at it and maximum effort. Fire fighting.
So moving next, our fellow is Natalia Jamila from Uganda, and her organization is Munes Counseling Center. So Munes Counseling Center aims to provide professionals and natural physical services that are respectful to everyone's culture, identity, religions, and color adapted to individuals group using holistic approaches is to reduce the effect of mental health challenges among the vulnerable peoples. So I want to congratulations, Natalie, on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited and I'm really happy for this milestone. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Global Changemaker and our mentors for this amazing program. I've been sharing my story every time we had a session, and I've always said that this fellowship came in at the right time because our organization was really struggling and we were almost giving up. But from the different sessions and also the consultancy calls that I've had with our mentors has really helped us to pick up. And I'm really happy to say that we are now moving forward and trying our level best to see that we impact community through mental health awareness and sensitization. Thank you so much to my fellows. Thank you for keeping this up and for being engaging and fun. I'm really looking forward to the next steps in life. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you, Jamila. Thank you. Her organization is Children's Today's Leaders Tomorrow. So This initiative aims to break the barriers to the education and fostering lifelong learning and equip children with the skills and knowledge so they need to succeed and ultimately transforming individual lives and intercommunity. So I want to congratulations Manusvita on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate. So Manusvita, if you want to share your thoughts, you can share.
Certainly. Firstly, thank you so much for such a brief introduction. Good evening, everyone. It is both an honor and deeply emotional moment for me to stand before you as a proud Global Changemaker Fellow from Cohort 4. When I began the journey, I came with a vision to bridge the gap in quality education for children in remote villages in Rajasthan, and more specifically in Jaipur, which is a which is a district in Rajasthan. I started a pilot project by the name of Children Today, Leaders Tomorrow. I worked with children from underprivileged communities, many of whom were first generation learners. We focused not just on literacy, but on building confidence, leadership, and purpose. I saw shy young minds slowly bloom into curious, learners and asking very curious questions, expressing their dreams as to what they want to pursue, what they want to become, where do they see themselves down the line, 5 years, 10 years, and daring to lead, the most important thing. This fellowship has been more than a platform for me, since it was a transformational journey. I would really like to thank all the team members of Global Changemakers Fellowship for giving us a platform wherein we not only excel but professionally and got an opportunity to connect with people worldwide. Further, I also congratulate my colleagues or my fellow Changemaker Fellows who are graduating today. Last but not the least, the thing which I would want to say it, indeed, this time is taking me out of this journey, but this time won't ever be able to take journey out. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
So moving ahead, our next fellow is Tupustans Vanita from Uganda, and her organization is Teascape Planet, which is focused on promoting sustainably fostering practices and integrating tree planting with agriculture. So I want to congratulations on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificates. So if you want to share your thoughts, Vanita, you can share.
Thank you very much. Hey everyone, I'm Bonita Tukwatanise from Uganda. My thoughts when I joined the Global Changemaker Fellowship, initially I thought this is just about learning, but little did I know that actually we are now a global family. We've enjoyed countless laughs, and it has also been a part of our resource searching. Usually during these breakout sessions we could have, during the different interactions we could have with different people, it would actually make you feel that you're not alone in this, that at the end of the day we are all changing our world, changing our communities, like it's a global village. So to me personally, I want to say thank you to everyone that has made it safely here, and also for dreaming boldly, and for making this come to life. And also this fellowship reminded me personally that being a change maker isn't having all the answers, especially during the sessions we had, the one-on-one calls, that it's about having the courage to keep showing up with the heart, with curiosity, and with the community in all this. So personally, I'm walking away today with more than just tools, but I'm walking away transformed, ready to make my world better. And I wouldn't trade this experience to anything else. So thank you very much, and happy to see you, my global world. Thank you. See you on the other side of life.
Thank you so much, Bonita, for sharing your beautiful thoughts with us. So now moving ahead,
Let's move ahead, and here are some of the other fellows that we have with us who were kind enough to send us some videos and we have put them together to make another one of telling their experiences and their journeys, their initiatives here. Can we have the video, Ashraf?
Fem Avenue is a menstrual health social enterprise located in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm solving the problem of pure poverty and the lack of accessible menstrual and reproductive health education for girls and women across Nigeria and hopefully beyond. The Global Changemaker Fellowship has amplified my voice and validated the importance of my work. Being part of this community has connected me with other passionate change makers and opened me up to collaborative opportunities and resources that have strengthened my vision.
I am the executive director of a leading women-focused blockchain technology nonprofit organization. As Web3 ladies, we're building an inclusive Web3 ecosystem where we are helping to onboard, train, and empower African women to help them strive in the digital economy. We are addressing the massive gender gap in emerging technology, as African women are widely underrepresented when it comes to blockchain and Web3 technology. We're addressing this problem by helping them get their first exposure, skill, and job opportunity in the space. The fellowship program has helped me refine our impact strategy and as well connect to other global leaders during the program and how we can make real impact with blockchain technology, as well as aligning our organization with the SDG goals, especially when it comes to gender equality and education.
I run a community-based organization called Munange Counseling Center, found in Entebbe, Uganda, and our main aim is to create mental health awareness and provide psychosocial support to people in the community, more especially the youth. The biggest challenge that we face right now is that mental health has not yet been appreciated by people. People really don't understand what it is, and they associate it with a lot of things like witchcraft, which is not true. So there is a lot of stigma because people challenged with mental health challenges are discriminated and they are stigmatized in the community. And then also most people are not able to pay for the services. Changemakers Fellowship 2024, and I've learned a lot of new skills and ideas. I've been able to network with other fellows, and we are really working forward to see that we take our change making journey to the next level. Thank you so much, Changemaker.
Through Children Today Leaders Tomorrow, we work to bridge the educational gap for underprivileged children in rural Rajasthan by providing supplementary learning, mentorship, and leadership development. The problems we are addressing is the lack of access to holistic education, especially in marginalized communities, where children often face systematic barriers ranging from poor infrastructure and gender disparity to limited career exposure. The Global Changemaker Fellowship has been a catalyst in this journey. Through GCF, I have gained valuable mentorship, a supportive peer networking, and structured guidance to scale our impact. It has empowered me to think more strategically and push beyond the pilot stage with confidence.
Those were our amazing fellows. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Anupam Rawat. He's an esteemed learning and development and organizational growth coach with over 20 plus years of experience in shaping leadership and strategic development. His expertise lies in refining professional approaches, fostering talent, and driving organizational excellence. With a deep commitment to empowering change makers, Anupam brings actionable insights to help us amplify our impact through purposeful networking and strategic growth. So, Anupam, I would like to have you here and share your thoughts and insights with us.
Thank you very much. And first of all, my heartiest congratulations to all the members who are getting graduated today. And definitely, It means that you persisted, you followed up, and you have implemented these ideas to action. Okay, so heartiest congratulations on achieving this milestone, wishing you many more success milestones ahead. Okay, so probably as a parting message from my side, I would say that it's not the end, but it is just the beginning. And I'll just leave you with three thoughts and probably one story, a short story. Okay, so my three thoughts to you would be that, just like this whole journey started and you have consistently, pursued on your dream, so never give up on this art of possibility. This art of possibility is so very special, and you have made this possible for your communities, for the causes that you support. So this is the art of possibility that you should continue to hold on to. Second thing that I want to share with this group is, the world is changing big time around us. So many a times we have to lead in ambiguity. Okay. So the whole construct or the 5C model is all about leading in the space where you don't have all the answers and you can be comfortable with that. Okay, and next time when you look at the challenge, just think that, oh, that's a new problem to be solved. So that's, I would say, that the 5C model is at the heart of this process. Take it with you, apply it, and lead in even in the ambiguity. And third, last but not the least, is your journey has been so very special. I've been following your work, I've been looking at your stories very, very closely and how you have wonderfully delivered results. So it is now your responsibility to share your story. Okay. It should not be that, your story, people think that, okay, I may not share my story. No. Today's world is about coming out and sharing your story. So your experience, the way how you have delivered, it is for your, amazing projects, amazing things that you are leading. Your story must be heard. So come out and share your story. Okay. So these are my three thoughts. Lead with the art of possible. Always look at ambiguity as an opportunity and share your story. And to finally share a very, very inspiring story with you as my parting gift to this community. There is a picture, and probably I'll put it on the chat. This picture is called uh, the praying hands. And this, there's a little bit of a background. It is around the German Renaissance time when there was an artist who has portrayed it. And he came from a middle class family where 18 children were there, and he and his brother. So his name was Albrecht, and his brother's name was Albert. And both these kids, they wanted to become artists. But the parents couldn't afford it because art academy was a costly affair. So they could only send one of the boys to the school. So one night, the two brothers, they came together and they made a pact. They would toss a coin and they would say that, okay, the person who will win will go to the art school. The person who will lose will work in the coal mines near the home to support the other brother's study. Okay, and 4 years after, they would, do this again, and probably the next brother gets a chance to study. So, as the fate would have it, Albrecht won that coin toss and he went to the art academy, and he was really a prodigy at his work, and he was learning drawing, painting, woodcutting, even far better than people who were there. Okay. 4 years after, when this guy returns, what did he see? He sees that his young brother, is working in the coal mine, and looking at him, his brother just broke. And he said that, brother, maybe this was my chance to now go to the art school, but I can't do that because look at my hands. His hands were all rough, disfigured, arthritic, and he could not now hold the brush. So he said that, let me sacrifice my life so that you can go and you can become a better artist. What he did was that he painted a picture of his brother's hands, and this was what is called the praying hands. And I would say that for all of us, the reason where we are here today, celebrating, our success, a lot of these praying hands who have been behind us. So my only parting gift or the parting note to you would be pay it forward, pay all these learnings forward so that, you can pass on the message of your inspiration. Okay, so that's all from my side. Back to you, Ashraf and Pooja.
Thank you, Anupam. Thank you for sharing your beautiful thoughts and the story. I liked it very much. It was very much kind of learn. So now we are going to move it out the last segment of the graduation ceremony where we will continue to the certificate distribution. So our next fellow is Angie Mukosi from Uganda, and his organization is ST Rafael Health Foundation, which is recruits and medical trains individuals with hearing impairments and other marginalized youth to become the certificate midwives and nurses. So I want to congratulate you on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate. So Andrew, if you want to share your thoughts, you can.
Okay. Once again, my name is Andrew Musoke, and really I appreciate for all this time we have been in this fellowship. In fact, we have learned a lot of things. We have learned and unlearned because there are some things we had to sort out depending on how we really run our organization. And through the mentorship of very many mentors, through the consultation calls, we have been in position to grow, and we have been also in position to learn how to scale our organization to various places. And the knowledge we have achieved, in fact, we're implementing it practical on ground. And also we have been in position to network and collaborate with other fellows from different countries, where we are in position to share ideas on how we can really make an impact and transform the lives of the people, more especially the marginalized people in the communities. Besides that, also we have been in position to get close, get really friends, not only as partners, but friends who can add value to whatever work we're doing in the community. Also through this fellowship, we have been in position to synergize with a lot of people. Also, more especially in the health sector, like us who work in the health sector, we have been in position to know more ideologies on how we can go about our work. Above all, I believe we're going to learn more. I congratulate everyone who has been part of this journey. Thank you very much. I remain Andrew.
Thank you, Anju. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. So now moving ahead, our next fellow is Angel Bugres from Kenya, and her organization is Tech for Inclusion Africa. So Tech for Inclusion Africa tackles the social challenges of the digital difference, and this defines many people lack access to affordable and reliable internet along with the devices and skills needed to use it efficiently. So I want to congratulate NGO on successfully completing the GCA program and receiving your certificate. So Jobu, if you want to share your thoughts, you can share with us, please. Jobu, you are
Jobu,
not audible.
I think you are mute right now. Your mic is mute.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I take the fellowship to be like a blueprint that I can use to design different models of different initiatives that I might want to take I might want to carry in the society. Through the fellowship, I learned a lot, and also through the mentorship, I have had personal growth. As a data scientist, I have come to learn a lot of things, and I'm trying to do a reflection on how I can use the knowledge of SDGs and as a change maker to come up with chatbots and models that can be used in guiding people decision making. I'm also glad that during the fellowship, I was able to have a speaking role in two events. During the African Evidence for Development, I had a role as a speaker to speak on how digital skilling can be used to realize SDGs in Africa.
And also in the month of August, I have another speaking role in Kigali, where it is a conference for data scientists, the Indaba, where I'll be talking on how I can use AI to bring solution to the rural community in health sector. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and I would like to wish myself and the fellows and the other fellows congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jobu, for sharing your thoughts. Now, moving ahead, our next fellow is Hema Gupta from India, and her initiative is Balika Panchayat, which addresses the social challenges of gender equality in focusing on rural girls who are often forced to into marriage, household chores, child marriage, and teen pregnancy. So I want to congratulate Hema Gupta on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving your certificate. So you are audible. If you want to share your thoughts, you can share.
Yeah, thank you very much for providing this opportunity. And I'm sorry I'm traveling, so some of the part of this ceremony I missed. But it was very interesting to see how the Connecting Dreams Foundations and the journey for 1 year has been a great learning experience with Connecting Dreams. And there are many sessions and learnings that I have learned from different sort of mentors, whether it is your marketing and everything. That has really helped me in further strengthening my initiative and the learnings that I have tried to implement while working on the ground. So thank you for this opportunity, and I really appreciate and hope that maybe in the future also if we get any opportunity to be part of this type of program, then I would be happy to be. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who has been part of this journey, whether it's the mentors and facilitators and coordinating persons and the fellowship members. Thank you to everyone for making this wonderful journey for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hema. Thank you for sharing your thought with us. So now moving ahead, our next fellow is Mary Ababo from Tanzania, and her organization is Tanzania Youth Community, which seeks to empower secondary schools youth in Tanzania by providing comprehensive education in environmental conservation, reproductive health, and economic empowerment and civic education. So I want to congratulate Mary on successfully completing the GCF program and receiving the certificate.
My name is Mary and I'm from Tanzania. Thank you so much for the fellowship. Time has rushed. I thought it was like yesterday, but today we are ending up with the fellowship. I'm very grateful to be a part of this very impactful fellowship. Thank you very much for the experience that I get, especially the cycle that I've been partnering with our work. It was a very good moment for me. I will never forget that moment because it was my first time to moderate a cycle, and I never moderated Zoom. It was a very challenging for me. First, I remember one day before presenting the cycle, I was very shy and I was very scaring. Even our work also was saying to me, Mary, I'm scared. And I say, me too, I'm scared. Then what are we going to moderate tomorrow? Then I take heart and I say, yes, I can do it. And I'm very grateful because I've been engaging myself a lot and I've been moderating a lot of Zoom from there. And it was very impactful for me. And thank you so much for the fellowship because I've been also engaging with the government right now, and I've been selected to be a communication for Tanzania, menstrual hygiene communication in Tanzania, the whole Tanzania. Why? Because I submitted my proposal to be a part of menstrual hygiene committee in Tanzania, and they see my goal, my vision. Because at the first time before joining this the fellowship, I admit my vision and my goal about my project wasn't. I felt me too. I felt like I wasn't do anything, but getting the session in the fellowship about the vision, about the mission, and I restructure again my goal, my vision. It has helped me to engage with the government, and I'm very grateful for this session. I will miss you guys, and I hope will be connecting with my fellows. And thank you also. I've been connecting with other people from LinkedIn, from WhatsApp, getting a lot of friends from different countries. I never got friends from different countries, but this fellowship has connected me with people from different countries. And thank you so much for this session. And I will miss you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for sharing your beautiful thoughts with us. So moving ahead, our next fellow is Mitazi Nikomei Gisline from Cameroon, and her organization is Mumita Holdings, which is low-cost greenhouse designs made with locally available materials and create a sustainable environment for high-yield productions and protecting crops from adverse climate conditions and empowering local communities to build and maintain those greenhouses. So I have to congratulate you on successfully completing the GCA program and receiving your certificate. I'm moving forward to the next segment of our last graduation ceremony. So I am moving hand over to Prabha from here.
Thank you, Ashraf. So now, as we are moving towards the end of our graduation ceremony, I would like to invite the founder of Connecting Dreams Foundation, Dr. Amit Tuteja, to share some inspiring words and extend the vote of thanks. Sir, over to you.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Prabha, Ashraf, for handling this ceremony so well. And thanks everyone for joining in. I still remember the first day of the fellowship when we started. I think everyone was fresh, everyone was very excited, and after a while, everyone was starting when this will end. But I was really glad. It was a long journey, but I think by hearing each one of you that you've learned something from it, right? So that's the best part of it. So before I say anything, I really would like to thank all the people who contributed for this particular journey or the fellowship that we are continuing for last 4 years now. All right, and so many of people from 35 plus countries have been part of this journey, and I think not only you, but we are also learning a lot with every cohort, with every session that happens, and every time when we conduct these fellowships, workshops, journeys, we get a lot of feedback, we get a lot of inputs from every one of you, and you only help us make the next cohort better. And I'll start by thanking a lot of people. I think starting from the leadership team, the directors at Connecting Foundation, we have Prem sir and Arvind sir out there. Really thank them for believing in us to continue this program for so long now and supporting us for the program. For this particular cohort, I'll go way back because we started the journey almost. Ashraf was there in January or February 2024 when we started calling out for applications and all. And it's been a really tough time for us to get all the applications. We got almost like 8,600 application. I don't know the exact number right now, but 8,600 people applied for this fellowship from across 116 countries, which was really great. And out of that, we got almost like 30 people out there who start the journey with us, and 20 of you have finally completed. I think starting from like Aditi, Aditi, Pragya, Ashraf, who were part of the initial cohorts, who helped us really screen the right people out there who can be part of this fellowship. Going forward, then Medha and Ashraf continued this journey, and Meenal also joined in between, who's been supporting us throughout. And I don't want to leave all the wonderful faculty and mentors we have. We have Anupam with us, who has been not only a faculty and a mentor, has been a part of this organizing team from the beginning. He has been part of almost every session, helped us design a lot of sessions. He took a lot of sessions. And really thank you, Anupam, for being part of this. And I think this time we are really happy with the kind of output or the structure that has come out of the fellowship. And next time we'll take more inputs and make it better. Thanks for being there with us throughout. We also had Ayush, who took wonderful session, Nidhi, Pravasi, and Professor Satyajit Virutam couldn't join today, but I think each one of them have added quite a different direction to this fellowship, different flavor to the sessions that we have been taking. Everyone brought their own expertise and actually tried to give their inputs in some way or the other. I think, but I don't want to leave all of you fellows, okay? You have been so consistent and persistent. I think that's the best part I love whenever we join the session. Each one of you were so enthusiastic. Each one of you participated really well. I think all of you also, many of you have also coordinated with each other as well. And that's the best part of it. It's not just the learning that you get through the fellowship, it's also the learnings that you got by interacting with each other. And I really want that this particular interaction should continue. Okay, the journey that you started, I know it's really tough as change makers or heads of your organizations or initiatives. It's always easy to start, but I think to continue that journey, the kind of persistence that you need, commitment that you need is really tough. Okay, it sometimes breaks people. All right, and at this time, it's very important to have these fellow people whom you can talk to, whom you can discuss, because everyone is facing similar challenges. It's always good to discuss. Have a wonderful cohort, you can discuss anything. And you have people from 15 countries, you get so much of different perspectives. That's very important. So my request would be to continue this journey moving forward. Last words, I'll just say the fellowship was never just a program. Okay, we never looked at this fellowship as a program. Okay, we always looked at it as something like a mirror, all right, where it's like, which can help you see your why have you started this, what have you started. It's like a forge that tested you resolve, all right, made you better with every day, everything as you move forward. And it's also finally a doorway. After going through this entire journey, it's like a doorway to the real world where you actually, which is very raw, which is very complex, and it's ready for transformation. Right? So now I think every one of you is absolutely ready to take things forward, and you've walked this path of the journey not alone but together, and that's very important. And today I say that you're not only graduating, you're initiating a lifelong journey of change making. It's just a start. Everyone said it's just a beginning. Okay, and I really love the way many of you have mentioned that, and especially Ayush, Nidhi. It's very important to be authentic. It's very important to be authentic and true to yourself. Right? Always spend at least a couple of hours in a week, just reflect of how has been that 1 week. Always keep the users at the center, and that's the biggest learning we want to move forward, because whatever you're doing are for the people, for the planet. All right. So if you don't keep the problem or the people at the center, whatever else you work, it doesn't make sense. All right. So if it works for the people, it works for the planet, it's good. So always spend those 2 hours a week just reflecting on that. Whatever have you done for the week? Is it actually helping you take your vision forward? Is it helping you, the last man you want to help in some way or the other? If it is, then it's good. If it is not, then you'll always have to go back and look at all these lessons. Right? So my only wish is that as part of this fellowship or the program or the family that you have created now, you always lead with purpose. Collaborate with humility and act with courage. Right? The world needs your ideas, but I think more important that it needs your good intentions. That's most important. So I really congratulate you all, okay, for completing this journey, and wish you all the best for the future endeavors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit sir, for sharing your beautiful thoughts with us. So this ceremony marks the conclusion of your fellowship journey. But as Dr. Amit Tuteja mentioned,
So we can move towards conclusion, but let's take a moment and let's open up all of our cameras and take a selfie, or we can see a screenshot so that we have a picture of this moment, as most of us are gonna miss it. So yeah, I would request us all to have our cameras open, and please sir or Medha, take a
Yes.
screenshot of all of us.
I'd also like to say that this is a transition of all of you who are all now part of a global network that will continue to support, challenge, and grow with you and your organizations. I would like to wish all of you strength, clarity, and community in that all lies ahead. Thanks so much and congratulations once again.